Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host, Eric Smith. And today I'm talking about The Consultant by Bentley Little. This edition is from Cemetery Dance. It is a nice, thick book. And so, Bentley Little, little history between Bentley and I. Heard people talking about him. I read one of his books. I don't remember the name of it. And it was fine. I wasn't thrilled with it. So it was a long time before I read any more. The Bank, I think, was brand new. I bought it from Cemetery Dance, read it, really enjoyed it. So started picking up more and more of his books. I've got a few paperbacks, mass market paperbacks. I've found at like half price books, and I think one was at Barnes and Noble. And then some of the larger trade paperback size I've ordered online. I bought one or two at Walmart, special priced editions. And I was going to read The Store next because a lot of people that I talk to say that's their favorite one. But instead, I chose to read The Consultant because this is a series going to be, at the time of this recording, an upcoming series on Amazon Prime starring Christoph Waltz. So I wanted to read it before the series came out because that's what I like to do. So in this book, there's a company called Compware, and at the very beginning of the book, we find out that this merger has fallen through. Everybody's scrambling, and the employees are told that they're bringing in a consulting firm who's going to, just look over everything that the company does, look at how it's run, look at this, look at that, make suggestions on how to improve their business. And so these consultants come in. Mr. Padoff is the head consultant. He's the guy wearing a bow tie. And at first, it's just our main character's name is, does it say it on the back? I believe it's Craig. And, at first, it's just kind of annoying having these consultants here. And Craig and his fellow employees don't necessarily know exactly what these consultants are doing, what they hope to achieve. But then things start getting weirder and weirder and scarier because it's Bentley Little, and Craig and his coworkers and his family, whatever, need to figure out what's going on with these consultants. That's it in a nutshell. So I really enjoyed this. I think I gave it 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. It has been a little while since I actually finished it and rated it, but I'm pretty sure I gave it 5 out of 5 because I really liked this. I like the way Bentley Little writes. I like the characters, and I like how he slowly builds the weirdness and the creepiness. And at first, it's just sort of, okay, that's a little strange, what's going on? But then it gets to, holy crap, that's terrifying. I don't want to give away the things that happen here. But he builds it, and things get weirder and creepier and more dangerous, perhaps. Until, of course, things just have gone completely off the rails. And you're wondering, what is going on? Who is this consultant? What is the purpose of this company? I don't remember the name of the consulting firm off the top of my head. But yeah, I just really enjoy it. I like the characters. I like the way the story builds. I like pretty much everything that happens in this book. I'm hoping that the series can pull this off. And I will say, even though this isn't part of the book itself, but I could completely see Christoph Waltz playing this character, Mr. Padoff, that's the character he's playing, the consultant. I was kind of picturing him a little bit in my head as I was reading for that character because I knew he was playing him. Yeah, this is just, I can't say I haven't read a bunch of Bentley Little. This is only the third Bentley Little book I've read, so I can't rank it in all of his writings. I can say that between this and The Bank, he does seem to have a certain type of story that he tells. It feels like, from reading the back cover copy of things like The Store, The University, I think is the name of one that I have, some of the others, there does seem to be a type of story that he likes to tell. And this is one of them. Just my impression on my little tiny bit of exposure to his work at this point. But it's well done. And I hope that I don't have the problem with him that I had with John Saul, which was The God Project was the first John Saul book that I read. Loved it. And then I believe Nathaniel might have been the next one, and I really, really liked that. But then the next two were basically just Nathaniel in a different skin. And it just started to feel like John Saul's, with the exception of The God Project, that his other books were all the same formula, just different characters in this cookie cutter story. So I'm hoping that's not the case with Bentley Little. Even though The Bank, The Consultant, similar ideas, some similar things going on. Different enough that I really enjoyed both. And perhaps I read this early enough that it just hit me in the right way. And, if I had read The Store before this one and then The University, maybe by the time I got to this one, I would have been like, oh, it's just the same thing over and over. You Bentley Little fans out there who have read a bunch of his stuff, let me know if that's the case. But it doesn't matter, because in this world, in this reality, this is the one I read at this point, and I thought it was fantastic. Really, really liked it. Excuse me. There was something else I was going to say, and it just jetted out of my mind. Just talking about John Saul, talking about other Bentley Littles. I don't know. Must not have been very important. What's important is I highly recommend The Consultant. And read it before you watch the show so you get the full impact of the book. That's my recommendation. The Consultant, Bentley Little, Cemetery Dance Publications, 5 out of 5 stars. So, I feel like there's more to say. My question for this video is, I can't remember if I've asked this before or not, so I'm just going to go ahead and ask it. When there is an adaptation of a book, do you prefer to read the book first? Or do you prefer to watch the movie or TV show first? Or doesn't it matter to you? My preference, obviously, is to read the source material first. Which is why I've never seen the movie Dr. Sleep, because I haven't read the book yet. Just one example. Now, there are times when I've, say, seen a movie first or a TV show, then read the source material because I didn't know that there was source material. And off the top of my head, saw the movie Manhunter, found out it was based on a book called Red Dragon. Went and got Red Dragon and read it. Saw To Live and Die in L.A., learned that it was based on a novel, To Live and Die in L.A. Got that and read it. So that happens on occasion, but given the foreknowledge I definitely want to read the book before I watch the show or see the movie. But what about you? Does it matter at all? Um, sometimes it sometimes it's not that important. Um, trying to think of an example. Um, well, this isn't a great example because I didn't actually watch these movies. I didn't pick these movies to watch, but on Bad Movie Night, our Bad Movie Night in cyberspace, we watched the Divergent movies. But I have absolutely no interest in reading those books. So that's kind of the exception. Something where the books generally aren't going to appeal to me anyway, and somebody wants to watch the movies or the TV show or whatever it is, I'll go ahead and do it. But if it's something I care about, like Bentley Little, Stephen King, whatever, I want the source material. What about you? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any comments, questions, or corrections, if you can read my mind and tell me what it is I wanted to say but forgot, let me know all that down in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here at the Low Budget Review Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. All the usual YouTube stuff. If you'd care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is at Rona5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, and fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH 5757. That's all I've got. This has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been Eric Smith, and until next time, read more books.